realize, okay, we got to do something different. So sending them down to the minor leagues tells you, hey, we're catching everybody's attention. We are making changes because what's happened so far is not good enough.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon. Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's Colin Cowherd. Outspoken.
I know it's uncomfortable and nobody wants to talk about it.
It's the Herd.
This is
the Herd.
That's what this is.
Man of the people.
People don't want Socrates or Aristotle. They want a guy.
Oh, did I mention outspoken?
I'm sorry, guys, but unpopular opinion. Rivalries are overrated.
It's the Herd with Colin Cowherd. Listen every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Wow.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio. FS1. Live sports and live programming. FS1. Big games. Big takes. To find FS1 on your television, visit foxsports.com for details.
KIMM Rapid City and K294BT Rapid City, the Black Hills Sports Station, 106.7 FM and 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City.
Crow Armstrong homered twice and knocked in 4 as the Cubs topped the Dodgers today by a count of 7-6. Cubs actually led this game 7-1 before the Dodgers scored 5 times in the 8th, but couldn't just get past the Northsiders. So the Dodgers have now lost 6 in a row in a losing effort. Shohei Ohtani homered twice for LA, number 25 and 26 on the season. For PCA and his 2 home runs. Also, numbers 25 and 26 on the season. Rays just beat the Rockies 4-0 in Denver, while the Rangers were 6-0 winners against the Giants. Blue Jays won in extras today, beating the Astros in 10 by a count of 5-4. Washington Commanders are signing free agent wide receiver Stephon Diggs to a 1-year deal, while the Los Angeles Rams reported on the league's transaction chart that Aaron Donald had a tryout today. The 3-time Defensive Player of the Year actually did a workout with the Rams with a helmet, according to ESPN. Live Golf says they've struck a deal with a lead investor to keep the tour alive. I'm Dan Beyer.
It's time for South Dakota's Sports Talk Show. This is the Nate Brown Show, featuring live callers, great interviews, and thought-provoking sports talk. From the biggest national names to the hottest stories across South Dakota. Welcome to the Nate Brown Show. Here's your host, Nate Brown.
All right, here we are. We're ready. We're out of the gate on a Wednesday. The Nate Brown Show. Welcome you in across the state. It is always a great day in South Dakota. Say it with me. You bet. South Dakota Sports Talk Show back and ready. We are live on KWSN, Fox Sports Sioux Falls, on Fox Sports Rapid City. Glad you're here. Thanks for making the show possible. We mean that. Thanks for checking in. Let's have some fun. Let's learn some stuff. A little thought-provoking sports talk. We'll go from high school to college to the pros. Some great guests lined up and ready. We got the Wednesday show put together. Some interesting stuff to discuss with you. Remember, you can stream us if you can't listen on the radio the whole 2 hours. I know. Life, it's busy. You're popping. You're moving. Go to X and follow us first at Nate Brown Show. So if you're on X and you haven't followed the show yet, you listen, you can catch us live on X right there at Nate Brown Show. So watch us live on X, follow the show, and answer the question of the day. And we don't rage bait. Do we do that? We don't. What's this? So what is all this stuff? I'm hip now because I got high schoolers and stuff, so I know what I'm talking about, rage bait. We don't do any of that. Follow us at Nate Brown Show. Go to YouTube as well. You can watch this show live, a little less interactive, so you just want to watch it, be on YouTube. You've got us. Go to youtube.com, The Nate Brown Show, and we are there. All right, Wednesday show looks good. Let's look at the lineup, let you know what's coming up, and we'll get into it. Sam Herder's going to stop by tonight, FCS senior analyst. We haven't had Sam on. He took a little summer break. Little family summer break for Sam. I like that. Sam Herder is back in. FCS football is underway. Camps and the whole thing. We'll talk FCS. Sam Herder, who is his top team in the top 25? And let's look at where the Jacks land. He's been high on the Jacks. Sam Herder's coming up from Hero Sports, FCS senior analyst, one of the best. We'll go to Brian Noe tonight, talking ball with Noe. Fox Sports Radio, A-lister, weekly hitter with Brian Noe. Don't miss his appearance weekly on the Nate Brown Show, and you've got him tonight. Brian Noe's coming up. Out to Vikings training camp. We have to get there, and we've got our guy Thor Nystrom's there right now. Vikings training camp update with Thor Nystrom live from SKOR North and the crew at Vikings camp. And finally, Zach Borg is in tonight. Midwest Sports Plus, South Dakota sports broadcaster Zach Borg on the Nate Brown Show tonight. 4 great guests, and you can be a part of the show. You want to chime in? We've got you, 605-720-1067. Good interaction with you. I appreciate it. 605-720-1067. Call us on the Pizza Ranch Studio Hotline. That's the number. Powered by the Pizza Ranch, East 10th Street, Sioux Falls, and in Brandon. To the best locations in South Dakota, right there, East 10th Street, Sioux Falls, and in Brandon. Locally owned and operated, home of everyone's favorite buffet. It is the Pizza Ranch. Remember it. Hit it. Also, Barron's Wilson text line, 605-720-1067. You've got the numbers now. I hope you're good. Listener text line open as well. All right. You know what I'm going to do today? You know what we're going to do today? I mean, this is just out of the blue. Out of the blue. No, it's not. We do this every year, but you're just lucky when you tune in on a random Wednesday, August 5th. That's why you got to catch us. I know we have a podcast, and the podcast is great, but I like the live radio show where I'm asking you questions of the day, and you can chime in and send the text and the whole thing. We got a live radio show, so we try and have a little feedback, a little interaction. Podcast is great. You might be listening to the podcast, walking the dog, and that's good. But we are live right now, and we do this every season. So here's what I do on the Nate Brown Show if you missed it. I'm a big college football fan, so every season I go through the local teams, the regional teams' schedules, and then I give my rage bait predictions. I just told you we don't do rage bait on this show, but if you get upset, that's your take. That's your problem. I go through the regional schools, and I go through every single game, and I go win or loss. We do this as well for Vikings. We do this for Broncos. So this is the start of it today. Since camps are underway, I thought we better do South Dakota State. Let's look at the schedule. Let's look at the wins, and let's do USD tonight. For next week, we'll dive into what? Huskers, and then on down the line, Broncos, Vikings, and then, of course, leads up to our NFL kickoff show and our NFL predictions for the entire season. So that's what we're going to do tonight. SDSU schedule prediction, USD schedule prediction. That is coming up. But first, I do want to say there is a Division I football program which is doing a promotion as the season starts. This isn't the Jacks or the Yotes, so you can be you can be safe there. So Akron, you guys know Akron football, right? Who doesn't? The Mac Action. What do they call it? Akron is trying to get people to come to their games and buy season tickets. And if you've seen any Akron games, I know it's probably not on your list, but if you've seen any Akron football games, which I have because Wyoming played Akron, when was that? Was that a couple of years ago? So I plugged in at Wyoming. If you know the story, my brother played there. I'm a Wyoming lifer through and through. So I'm a Cowboys guy. You're going to hear about the Pokes more than you want to. I won't kill you with them. I mean, they've been bad. So I won't do that. But I watch Wyoming even when they play Akron. And I looked in the stands when Wyoming played Akron. There was nobody there. I mean, nobody there. So this is where this comes from today. It's making national headlines. The guys at Outkick are on this thing, and everybody's blowing this up now. So I thought, well, I'll bring it into the Nate Brown Show tonight. What is Akron doing to start their football season? They are trying to sell season tickets, and one of the prizes you get if you become an Akron Zip. Yes, the Zips. If you become an Akron Zip season ticket holder, that sounds bad, doesn't it? A Zip season ticket holder? That's rough. But if you become a season ticket holder, what is Akron going to do? They're going to throw you into a drawing, and you would think maybe to win like a cruise, maybe something like a sponsor is going to send you to Las Vegas, or something like that. No. Season ticket holders are going to be entered into the drawing if you're a new season ticket holder for Akron. you get to win the right to design the first offensive drive of the home opener for the Akron Zips. My goodness. So are you tempted at all to call your cousin in Ohio and say, you got to get into the Akron Zips drawing here? We could design the opening drive of the Akron home opener coming up in August? And you can. And so what do they mean by this? Design the opening drive. Are you going to let me, you're going to give me some guidance? Here's the play sheet, and then I get to pick the plays? Or is this design the opening drive? Run first down, run second down, pass third down. What are you going to do? But nonetheless, I'm not going to get that deep on it, but I am going to ask you a question of the day. This is a Division I football program. I know it's Akron, but this is a D1. Let me just say this. So I told you I'm a Wyoming fan. How about you guys? Jacks fans, Yotes fans. If the Jacks or the Yotes send out an email to you guys and they said, hey, get season tickets now at Dana Dykhouse Stadium. Get the season tickets now. And you could be entered into a drawing to design the opening drive for Dan Jackson's home opener here this year. I think the Jackrabbit fans would say, well, are you kidding me? Are there any Akron fans that are concerned that Jimmy Lipper's going to be designing your opening drive by winning this drawing for season tickets? And I am serious about this. Let me ask you the question of the day. Let's just throw it out. Let's be frank. Let's throw it out. What do you think of a D1 football program? I don't care if it's a MAC team like Akron. I don't care. It's a D1 program. Say it's the Yotes or the Jacks, if you want to bring that in. Allowing one season ticket holder the opportunity to design the opening drive, not just call a play. I've seen high schools here in South Dakota do this for fundraisers, but they limit it to one play. It's like, hey, you can, auction this off, and it's a fundraiser, and so whoever wins it gets to call the opening play at some specific game because the coach said, I'm not going to have you do this game or that game. That's high school in South Dakota taking it more serious. Is Akron hurting for season ticket holders? You better believe it. Did they think they're going to get a bunch of season ticket holders that want to design the opening drive for the home opener, which will lead to less season ticket holders the next year because Jimmy Lipper is going to be calling what? My goodness. I'm out on this. People said, hey, you said you wanted to be a season ticket holder. All right, we were talking about that yesterday on the program. I would be a season ticket holder if I'm in this city or that city. Would you want to do this? You'd do a season tickets at Wyoming, and then they'd let you do the opening drive of the home opener? I would decline that. I would take the high road, and I would decline it. Do you believe me? You think I want to be the one designing the opening drive? Well, let's think. Well, I kind of do. I kind of do. I would decline that. We're not going to get into this garbage. This is high school stuff. This is JV stuff here. And this is Akron football. What do you say? Cool for the fans or a bad look? Is it that serious? We only talk serious stuff on the Nate Brown Show. Thanks for getting in. You're live tonight, and you go ahead.
Hey, Nate. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. What do you say?
Hey, sorry for the Bluetooth issues yesterday, for starters. But,
okay.
Anyway, so if this is an absolute troll move, and you may hate me for it, but I don't care about Akron, but I do hate LeBron James, and LeBron James is from Akron, so I would buy a season ticket holder, a season ticket, just to get into the entry, and if I won it, I would go kneel, punt in honor of LeBron.
Oh, what a deal! That's amazing.
Right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
I appreciate it. He thought that one through. Kneeling it down. Hey, they can't. You're not going to let this fan design the opening drive. Is this just a gimmick here? It has to be. I mean, you're going to let a fan design the opening drive? What's that mean? They didn't say, like, call the plays. What's design the opening drive? You get in there with the offensive coordinator and you're like, Yeah, I'd kind of maybe do ISO and then zone read right and a little. What are they going to do? Let you design the opening drive? Is that a bad look for a D1 football program? What if the Jacks and Yotes sent that out to you? Would you take them up on that? I would decline it. If I won the drawing at Wyoming for the home opener against, Northern Colorado, I think. I would decline that. Well, it's just Northern Colorado. Maybe I could score. We might be able to score. It's tough to come by at Wyoming these days. Let's see. Listener text coming in. I'd just take a sweatshirt. Yeah. What else could they do here? You want to design the opening drive. You tell me what you think of this. Let's see. Listener text. Sounds like something out of The Replacements. Yes. Listener text. If you still use the term hip, it automatically means you're not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking. No, I didn't say hip. Or did I? Who knows? I'm trying to keep up. Let's see. You tell me. Akron gives you the opening drive designed to a season ticket holder this year. They're signing up season ticket holders, and if you sign up for an Akron season ticket package, you could win the opportunity to design the opening drive. Bad look or cool idea for the fans? The Nate Brown Show poll says 72% it's a bad look. 72% bad look. 28% cool idea for the fans. All right, you know what I've got cooking tonight? One more listener text if you want to send it in. I've got one here. Akron head coach better be a bit worried if that opening drive results in a touchdown. Well, he'll be happy, but then it's like, wait, Jimmy Lipper actually had a score? That's amazing. All right. It is amazing. I've heard of the high schools doing this, one play, auctioning off, I've heard this. You get one play. At Akron, you get the opening drive. D1 football. Catch the fever. All right, let's get into this. Can I do this really quick? I'm going to do this. I told you we're going to predict the schedules, and it's time to start it. People have said, how many games is Nebraska going to win? Well, hang tight for that one. We'll do that next week. Hang tight on the Nebraska. You had an easy non-conference schedule, Nebraska, so I'm thinking that through. I've been so close on my Husker schedule prediction over the past few years, haven't I? I've just thought better of them, and then they let me down. Let's start with South Dakota State. Nate Brown Show prediction going through the schedule. Speaking of easy non-conference stuff, outside of Northwestern, this is Cupcake City. I'm serious. This is Cupcake City for the Jacks. Opener is Stetson. Huh? That's a blowout. So Saturday, August 29th, Stetson comes to Brookings. That is a blowout. I don't know much about Stetson. I know they're not ready for the Jacks, I will tell you. Saturday, September 5th, this is the big one, at Northwestern. New stadium's not ready. So new stadium's not ready. It's at Northwestern. Northwestern, not great in the Big Ten. Griffin Wilde, the great Sioux Falls Jefferson wide receiver. It's Wilde against the Jacks. I'll take Northwestern. I just have to take Northwestern. I think SDSU's in that. I think they're going to be in that. That's one to watch. Big Ten Network, Saturday, September 5th. I'll take Northwestern. So the Jacks get a loss in their first two games. Then it's a walkthrough. New Haven, W with a capital W, at home against Youngstown State. Watch that one. That was interesting last year. Youngstown State has a top 3 quarterback in the FCS. Would you tell me that, Brungard? So Youngstown State, tough, not good enough. Jacks win there in Brookings, September 19th. They'll take down Youngstown State. Next week, it's at home against Eastern Illinois. Another walkthrough. That's easy. Another W for the Jacks. So I've got them sitting nice and pretty. Here comes the conference slate, pretty heavy. at Illinois State. Everybody, ooh, Illinois State, look at the run they made. Brock Spack, good coach. He's got them going. He does. Not quite what they were last year. Give me the Jacks over Illinois State on the road, October 3rd. Here's a surprise. I could be wrong. I think UND is a good team. They're going to get the Jacks up there in Grand Forks. I think UND's the team to watch, a surprise team that makes it over the top in a lot of these games. They had the Jacks on the ropes last year. I know, backup QB. I get it. I'm going to take North Dakota in the upset of the season to win in Grand Forks over the Jacks. That's my upset special. I hope not, but it's my upset special. Then, don't worry, South Dakota State I have running the table. Blowout Murray State. They beat USD. That's the rivalry game. Jacks get them in Brookings. They beat USD on Halloween. Win over Northern Iowa. Win at Southern Illinois. Closer than you think, but a win at Southern Illinois. And an easy one at home. Wrapping it up against Indiana State. A lot of easy games for the Jacks this year. A couple of tough ones. Northwestern, I think, gets them. Close. Big Ten matchup. UND, the surprise at UND. Jacks go 10-2. 10-2. Will you take it? That's what I've got. We'll do USD later this hour. Where are the Yotes going to be? New QB, new coach. Yotes prediction coming up. Jacks coming in for 26. 10-2. We'll go to Vikings training camp. Live report. Thor Nystrom coming up.
This is the Nate Brown Show.
Save big on auto accessories at Menards. We have what you need to keep your vehicle looking like new. Give your car the care it needs with Max Power Car Wash from Turtle Wax. The more you use, the stronger the cleaning power becomes, allowing you to effectively remove dirt, grime, and more. Save big on Turtle Wax products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
How do you make a buffet day even better? Make it a play day. The Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade is your place for good food and good times. Won the big game? Make it a play day. Aced your test? Make it a play day. Just need to get out of the house? Make it a play day. The Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade has all your favorites and all kinds of fun. So bring your family, bring your friends, bring your team. For good food and good times, make it a buffet day and a play day at the Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade.
Host your next big event at the Box Elder Event Center, now featuring all new lighting, enhanced sound, and cutting-edge AV. Your destination for conventions, conferences, weddings, tournaments, concerts, and private parties of all kinds. Plus, their gourmet catering isn't just for on-site events, they'll deliver straight to you. Don't miss the Pickle Boo Pickleball Tournament and Fall Hoop Fest. Learn more and book today at thebox.live.
Here's your Fox Sports Rapid City forecast. Lows around 60 tonight under mainly clear skies, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. High temperatures reach up to 97 tomorrow, bright sunshine expected. Lows around 63 tomorrow night. Ample sunshine and dry Friday and Saturday, low 90s, Friday, mid 90s by Saturday. That's your forecast on the Black Hills Sports Station, Fox Sports Rapid City. Right now, it's 86 degrees.
I'm with Ryan at Anytime Auto Sales. Time to be getting your car in tip-top shape for the summer months.
Yes, it is. Let's make sure your vehicles are ready to handle the warm months ahead.
Being a AAA and ASC certified shop, I know you guys are well equipped to do just that.
You know, Justin and our techs have all the experience you need in diagnosing and repairing whatever may be ailing your vehicle.
And if finances are tight for customers, you can help there?
Yes, we can. We offer the AutoPass card, which has really been a huge help for people who are in dire need of repairs. You can get an answer in minutes right from our homepage at anytimeanytime.com. Just click on the AutoPass Apply Now button.
What a great option for those who have repairs that just can't wait.
Absolutely. It's been a fantastic opportunity for many people. Come see us today. We look forward to help you live a happy and affordable motoring life.
Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail, everybody. The place to trust. Your complete AAA and ASC certified automotive repair specialist. See anytimeanytime.com and at the corner of Highway 79 and East Minnesota.
Anytime Auto Sales.
Whether you run the race, make the catch, cast a line, pitch a tent, or just look good doing it, Shields Rapid City has your gear. From athletic clothing from your favorite team, cold weather gear to keep you warm, to the best camping selection this side of the Black Hills, and the most stylish and functional women's outerwear and footwear brands in the business. So when you're ready to get out, get in the game, or get going, get to Shields. Shields, we're right there with you at Rushmore Crossing in Rapid City.
From high school to college to the pros, from Rapid City to Sioux Falls, the Nate Brown Show is South Dakota's sports talk show.
We are rolling tonight. We are rolling. South Dakota Sports Talk Show. You've made it. You've found it. Thanks for checking in. However long you stay, we appreciate you making the show possible. We cover everything from high school to college to the pros. It is the Nate Brown Show live, Fox Sports Radio. Our affiliates, Fox Sports Rapid City and KWSN in Sioux Falls. Thor Nystrom's in tonight from Vikings training camp. Just wrapped up. He's grinding. Best Vikings coverage, SKOR North. Thor, a part of the team. They've got wall-to-wall coverage of the Vikes as they're underway. Thor, welcome in. How was the day?
I'm doing great, Nate. Yeah, just fresh out of practice, so I got some insights for you. But, yeah, just driving out right now.
Okay, here we go. Let's dig into it. Let's just go with some perspective right away. You were there. You watched practice. Give me your top insights, your top highlights. What should we know?
Top ones, I would say offense was crisper today than it's been in the last couple days. Both JJ and Kyler, I thought, had pretty strong days. So that stuff was good. And then there was an emphasis in today's practice on some of these new run concepts that they're bringing in from Frank Smith, was the sort of the run game from the Miami Dolphins, and we've seen some wrinkles with formations and some different run looks, and we got to see some more of that today in the second practice that the Vikings have had in pads so far.
Okay, you're talking offense looks crisper. How do you see this defense right now? Some of these new guys, people are wondering Jamal Adams, some of this stuff. What do we know?
Yeah, Jamal Adams, I think, is going to end up making the roster. They've been mixing him in at off-ball linebacker, and Flores likes not only the versatility, but the veterans that can make some of his defensive calls. You know, we're not sure still on if Harrison Smith's going to come back. So having guys like that experience in NFL football, very important in that system. As far as your other question, it's pretty fascinating this year, Nate, because Brian Flores, he's heading into his fourth season. In the previous three with the Vikings, he only started one rookie defender, and that guy wasn't drafted. That was Ivan Pace, started as a rookie. This year, we're going to have multiple rookie starting defenders, and there could be 4 or 5 that end up making a fairly big impact. So we are seeing something of a youth movement on Brian Flores' defense, and I'm pretty fascinated to see how it plays out this year. It does provide a little bit, I think, of a higher ceiling for the Vikings defense, but that, of course, comes with a little bit lower of a floor. So we're still sort of sorting that out right now, but some exciting young talent on that defense.
Okay, so you're saying starting some rookies on D, including Caleb Banks, the big guy out of Florida. What do you see from him?
Man, is he huge. You know, against other NFL interior, both defenders and interior offensive linemen, he sticks out. Just sort of jumps off. It's just he has an elephantine frame. You know, it's 6'6" plus, 330 pounds plus, with a 7-foot plus wingspan. And then for a guy that's that huge, he has explosion like a 3 technique. He moves more like a 3 technique. And you see some of these explosive movements, and he has all the length in the world. And that's a guy that, if he can stay healthy, obviously the question with him was the foot injuries that he has suffered in the past. But if he can put those foot issues behind him in the NFL, he is going to be enormously disruptive in Brian Flores' defense.
Why did they go the young route? Why do you think Brian Flores and the Vikings are going to go, hey, we might get some instant plays right away from young guys?
a part of it was monetary and what they did with their books over the offseason, wanted to sort of pull back the purse strings, and they ended up releasing the two interior defensive linemen free agent busts from last offseason. Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave did not work out here, so they were one and dones. Both of those guys, they had their moments with pass rushing, but neither of them was a good run defender. In fact, both of them were terrible. And so in terms of improving, the team had also traded out Harrison Phillips and in August, and that's one of the reasons the run defense regressed a little bit last year. So I think the thought is getting Dominic Orange, one of the other rookie defenders, he was a day 2 pick, playing there next to Caleb Banks on the interior. He could replace some of the occupying nose tackle stuff that they lost when they traded out Harrison Phillips. And then Caleb Banks, man, him and Jalen Redmond, again, if Caleb Banks can stay on the field, those are your two disruptors on that defensive line. But, yeah, 2 of the 3 guys starting there absolutely could be rookies. In fact, at this point, might be the favorite outcome.
Thor Nystrom on tonight, Vikings camp coverage from the team at SKOR North in Minneapolis. He's on X at Thor KU. Follow him if you're not. So how's the reps going for Kyler and JJ? How's this being played out? Each one getting run with the ones? Do they rotate? Where are they at?
Yeah, what you see is a rotation. So one of the guys will start, he'll take 6 reps or whatever, then the other guy will come in and take 6 reps. Yesterday at practice, it was Kyler leading the reps. Today it was JJ that was leading the reps. And like I said, the offense looked a lot crisper today. I thought both the quarterbacks had solid days. It was interesting with the pads coming out again today. There wasn't pads yesterday. So this is the second one, like I mentioned before. The other one is on Monday. But we saw Kyler using his legs and scrambling around more with those pads out than we had previously. So that was kind of interesting. Kyler, he might have had the biggest highs of the day. He had a really nice downtown touchdown pass to Juwan Jennings. And then in the red zone drills, he was showing some nice touch around the goal line. He also was holding on to the ball longer today than I had seen in the past. And some of that was the play extension, was sort of his prerogative there. But there was other plays where it would have been called off for a sack. If they were sort of doing that, obviously it's a training camp practice, but that's something to keep an eye on. They want him to play on time. And Kyler, the last couple of years in Petsing's offense, there was a lot of sort of timing stuff. He can do that stuff short of the line of scrimmage, but some of the downtown looks in Kevin O'Connell's offense, marrying that the ability to extend. We'll just see how that works out with Kyler. But, yeah, and then as far as JJ went, I thought this was the best at least the best of the 3 practices that I have seen of JJ McCarthy this summer. He was playing on time. He was accurate. He had a nice downtown touchdown as well. I think his went to Ty Felton, and then he was getting some fastballs in when they were inside the 10 doing the red zone stuff. I also thought we saw a couple nice layered completions out of JJ. That was a point of emphasis here of bringing the pitch to the occasion, taking stuff off of balls, layering balls, that kind of stuff. And we saw a couple nice moments of that today. So we've definitely seen some improvement from McCarthy.
Here's one thing I don't know, Thor. Is the Vikings running game going to be there? Is it going to be there?
This could be famous last words, but I left there today probably more excited about the Vikings run game than I've been since Delvin Cook left here. And we'll see the way that that it ends up playing out. But I love the changes that they made, bringing in Frank Smith, trying to put in some of these wrinkles to free that run game. I think you're going to see Jordan Mason potentially here have his best NFL season. He looked really good today, was bursting through those holes. That Frank Smith run game, you have a lot of the stretch zone stuff to the outside, and Mason is a really good fit for that kind of system. We also saw more today of Damon Claiborne than we had seen at any other day of camp so far. He was out for a lot of the first week with an undisclosed injury. Came back yesterday, but wasn't a full participant. We got to see him a lot more today, and he had a nice moment getting into the end zone when they were doing the red zone stuff, and the teammates went and embraced him because I'm pretty sure that was his first NFL practice touchdown, but he got mobbed by his teammates, so that was kind of a fun moment too.
Last one for Thor Nystrom. Busy day, his coverage at SKOR North, talking Vikings and content out of camp. How long do you think the competition at QB should go? You've been out there saying J.J. McCarthy was going to be a good player. You talked about it in the draft a couple of years ago. So how long do you think the competition should go because of the complexity of the offense and getting into it for one of these guys?
Opinion, it should go until there's a clear winner. And I know that some people disagree with that of like you want to pick a guy and then build the offense around him. I definitely understand that, but this was set up by Kevin O'Connell as an open competition. We have not seen big separation either way yet. So I think you have to let that play out. Obviously, you have preseason games coming. You have joint practices coming. You have a lot sort of bigger moments here of August that we are building up towards. I don't think there's any hurry. And frankly, I find it a little rich that the people that were upset last season about JJ being handed the job without a competition seem to be the ones trying to shut down this competition before the head coach wants to. So it's a little bit of a different narrative there, but I would go until there's a clear winner, and we don't have clear separation yet.
Thor Nystrom popping in. He's on his way out from camp. SKOR North, Vikings talk, and great content from the guys. Thor, good to have you, man. Thanks for hopping in.
Always good talking to you, Nate.
Appreciate your time and perspective. Good coverage from Thor Nystrom. Follow him if you're not. Thor KU on X, and SKOR North out of Minneapolis, covering the Vikings camp day in, day out. There's an update live from Vikings camp. All right. Boy, oh boy. Do you get the feeling many Vikings fans have given up on J.J. McCarthy? I'm just Nate Brown. I'm nobody. I don't know a thing. I'm a sap. But I think people have given up on JJ, and I don't know if people want to admit it. Kevin O'Connell doesn't want to admit it. Am I way off on that? I told you from the start, book it. Kyler Murray's going to be the guy. I still have the fan club going here in South Dakota. I'm the vice president. And so Kyler Murray is going to be the better player. That's why they brought him in. They've got him on the cheap. They're going to try and compete and win with Kyler. I just feel like the thing's given up on J.J. McCarthy. But we're in camp and we're competing and we're rotating through, and everybody's getting equal reps. And I think that's over. Is that unfair, though, to J.J. McCarthy of just the struggles from last year and then we just throw him out? Because that happens with young guys. They struggle, and then we throw them out, and then they come back around and look at Sam Darnold. Seriously. What a couple of years for Sam Darnold. So nobody saw that coming either, but I just feel like people have given up on J.J. McCarthy except for, like, the Vikings coaches who are doing the open competition. I don't get that one. I don't get it. But what do they call me? A clueless radio guy. I appreciate that. Brian Noe is in. Fox Sports Radio national host of Countdown. A lot to discuss with Brian Noe on the NFL and more coming up.
This is South Dakota's Sports Talk.
There's nothing like it. Not for hundreds of miles in any direction. A gathering space for all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds. To share, to revel, to stand together and celebrate life's greatest moments.
We are number one. So you can always be their number one. Black Hills Surgical Hospital and Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center. The number one hospital in the nation for major orthopedic surgery.
Is coming, but the first time ever Renewal by Andersen is offering 0% for 48 months. That's 2030. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home, so don't wait for the snowflakes to fall. Get winter ready now with our energy-efficient Acclaim replacement windows and Ensemble entry doors. 0% for 4 years is a first-time offer you don't want to miss. Call today or visit RBARapidCity.com to book your free estimate.
What do you call a place that's one of Deadwood's largest casinos, but is it really a casino? Because you can't decide, should I play or eat or wait, there's a liquor-infused ice cream bar? I mean, you're playing craps one minute, and the next you're looking at a charcuterie board? What even is that? Never mind the gunfight outside, you don't have time for that. You've got espressos to down and games to bet on, and a pub with 48 whiskeys? What do you even call a place like that?
I didn't know anything about radon. I didn't know it's a gas you can't see or smell. I didn't know it's radioactive from decaying uranium deep underground. It can seep through cracks in your foundation and collect in your house. 1 in 15 homes have high levels, and you don't know if yours is one of them unless you have your home tested. And radon? Well, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in America. I wish I would have known that.
Call Blackburn Foundation Repair for radon testing and mitigation.
There are 1 billion credit card transactions around the world every day. That's 11,698 swipes a second. It's easy to forget that behind each one, there's a person, a family, a dream, a connection being made. The Black Hills Federal Credit Union Visa, for members who want to make the most of every transaction.
Sports news. This is South Dakota's
All right, welcome back in. Your sports, your show. The Nate Brown Show on tonight. Fox Sports Radio. Great lineup on Fox. And, of course, South Dakota Sports Talk Show. Right here. KWSN Sioux Falls and Fox Sports Rapid City. Glad you're here. How you doing on a Wednesday? It is always a great day in South Dakota. You know that. All right, Brian No's in tonight. Appreciate him. And we get him every week, and it doesn't matter. Man, he is an A-lister. We got him tonight. He's getting set for football season. Camps are underway. Fox Sports Radio host of Countdown. Brian No, welcome in. How are you?
I'm good, Nate Brown. World travels right now. I'm coming to you live from Mexico City.
It's amazing.
So I know it's always a great day in South Dakota. It's always a great day, at least on on a Wednesday, August 5th here in Mexico City. I think that's the official slogan.
That is nice. That is nice. Is it hot? Is it hot there?
Yeah, it's not crazy. It's actually raining a little bit right now, so it's cool. It's a really nice day, like I'd say 70s with a little breeze. Very nice.
Okay. I want to get into a couple of questions, talk ball with Brian No as we do, and get your read. One is, you never thought you would talk about Akron Zips football, but I'm going to make you talk about Akron football. They're trying to sell season tickets, okay? They're going to give a season ticket holder an opportunity to win a drawing to design the opening drive of their home opener. What do you think of this? Akron football, opening drive, designing. Would Brian No design an opening drive? Are you in on this?
It's funny you say this, Nate. I'm going to tell you a little story first, and I'll get back to the Akron Zips, where this came up with Notre Dame football. This is a story from many years ago when Charlie Weiss was the head coach. And I don't remember all the particulars, but I want to say it was a little kid who had some sort of really serious illness. And Charlie Weiss promised the kid that he would call the first play that the little kid chose.
Oh.
And so the little kid chose, I want to say it was sort of like a play-action rollout pass for Brady Quinn. And they were playing Washington on the road. And it just so happened where they started with the ball at their own, like inside their own 1 yard line or something crazy that. And he's like, I got to call the play. The kid chose. And so he called the play, and I want to say Brady Quinn completed it to Anthony Fasano, and it was a positive play. But it has come up in different ways. And think about that's Notre Dame, you know what I mean? So with the Akron Zips, I mean, it's a little bit like a minor league baseball feel to it, like the goofy, we're going to spin around with our heads on the tops of bats and, do wacky stuff. But, I mean, hey, if it gets more fans involved and it gets more butts in the seats, okay. I mean, a drive seems pretty extreme. I could get a play or something like that, but a whole drive, Nate, that's pushing the boundaries a little bit right there.
It seems odd to me. It does. I've heard high schools here in South Dakota do this for some fundraisers, but it's one play. It is not the opening drive. Akron football, catch the fever. You could call the opening drive or design the opening drive. By the way, I'm going to get into the college landscape. So John Thune's the senator from South Dakota. He's the majority leader, and he has filed to get to a vote on the Protect College Sports Act. It might go into the weekend. They might not get their big 4-week vacation. They might have to work Saturday. I'm not sure, but they might vote on this. I'm for it. There are people that are against this. I've had them on the show. They said, we don't need to do the salary NIL cap. We don't need all this stuff. I'm for it. I think this helps college sports. Put a cap of about $50 million. Isn't that enough per year for even Ohio State to try and rein some stuff in? Are you for it? Would Senator Brian Noe vote for this?
I am for it, Nate. The one thing that's weird, it's a little bit like the NBA with the whole Kawhi Leonard situation. You know how it seems like he got paid under the table, and the NBA is going to take probably over a year to figure out what's what. This might stretch into 2027. That's a whole other topic for a whole other time. But the whole thing is, it looks like he got paid under the table, right? Like they circumvented the salary cap. The thing in college sports, even if you have a salary cap, you're allowed to still pay the players more. It just can't come, like, quote-unquote, from the school directly.
Right.
So Ohio State might have their salary cap in place, but if the local tire shop wants to give the new stud wide receiver this huge NIL deal, they can do that. So it's kind of like we've got very loose guardrails in terms of what the salary cap amount actually is. So it's kind of goofy, but yeah, I'm for a salary cap, and I would like it to be a closer playing field. It's never going to be an even playing field, but I'd like it to be closer to even than it has been. So yeah, I'm over this. I'm certainly for college football being able to police itself. I hate the idea of like, no, Brendan Sorsby, you can't play this year. You're ineligible. You were gambling on your own freaking games, for crying out loud. And then there's a local judge that says, no, actually he can play. Like, I want that to go far away. So yeah, there are many things that I would like to see involved in college football, and the bill addresses a lot of those things.
Do you think a majority of fans say, yeah, the federal government should be able to kind of limit what Penn State can pay their football roster? That's kind of what they're trying to do. This is a big thing. Some people disagree with that.
I have no problem with it because I don't care who's policing it. Just fundamentally ask yourself, do you want it to be uncapped? Do you want it to be baseball where Shohei Ohtani is making money in deferred payments 10 years down the road? They're adding Tarek Skubal to a loaded roster. Do you want that? Do you want that in college football? Not just where it benefits your specific team. Do you think that's a good fundamental setup for the sport that you love? I would argue, no, not even close is that a good setup. So whoever's policing it, I really don't care. I don't care if it's the Keystone Cops. I don't care if it's the real cops. I don't care if it's, lawmakers in D.C. I don't care at all who's policing it. I just want it to get policed.
I'm with you. I am with you. Protect College Sports Act. Senator John Thune did file to try and get that to a vote. There's procedure things that they have to do. That may happen this week. Brian Noe is on tonight from Fox Sports Radio. You can listen to him Saturday, Sunday on Countdown. One more college football hit. Kalshi. We know all these odds makers. Notre Dame is the number one odds, 86% chance to make the playoff. Number one, 86% chance that Notre Dame makes it. You're fighting Irish. What do you say?
I'm almost ready to run through a wall with you saying that right there, Nate. I love the energy, the enthusiasm. I will say this. I would love to tell you it's all because of their rich talent, and C.J. Carr is a monster, and he might be the number one overall pick in the NFL draft, and all of that, but a lot of this is fueled with their pretty cake schedule, Nate. Let's be honest here. They don't have a conference championship game that could trip them up, and when you host Miami and you're at BYU, and that's basically your schedule, it does lend itself to seeing the Irish in the playoff, and also on the heels of a year where there was this knockdown, drag-out debate, and the Irish get left out in the cold, and they get the little carrot on top where this was agreed to before last season, where if they're in the top 12, they're automatically in, which, by the way, I hate, Nate. I don't want anything to be automatic. Even as a diehard Notre Dame fan, I don't like that at all, but it does improve their chances to be a playoff team. So it's not just their talent, it's also their very favorable schedule, and the little extra, little cherry on top is if they're a top 12 team, they're in, no questions asked. So I totally get why they are, odds on the favorite to make it there. When you have, I forget what it is, like almost the very bottom or second to the bottom schedule in terms of strength of schedule, it's not Murderer's Row, Nate. So with the slogan this season being "Leave no doubt," right? How they left doubt last season and they didn't make it to the college football playoff. I think all of those things point toward Notre Dame having a great shot to make it this season.
86% chance, according to the odds on Kalshi today, that Notre Dame makes it. That's number one best odds in the country to make the playoff. Not to win it, but to make the playoff. Okay, Brian, let's dig into this. There's some athletes that are asked questions these days, and this is the social media world we live in. They're asked about culture wars. They're asked about their opinions on this, politics, and this, and that, and this. WNBA got hit with that hard. Sophie Cunningham's been under fire with the trans athlete issue. Caitlin Clark was asked about it. She deferred and said, this is up for the leagues and the governing bodies to look at this stuff. People said, Caitlin, you got to answer that question. And people said, come on. Aaron Rodgers dipped into the COVID deal and Anthony Fauci. So they say, see, Aaron, he says this. What do you want from your athlete? Do we want our athletes to have to answer every politically divisive question from the media?
Yeah, I hear you, Nate. It's one of these deals where, one, not everybody crushed Michael Jordan for being very neutral in terms of all of that stuff, right? So it seems kind of silly to do that with the current athletes right now. And if you really want the truth, all anyone really wants is for athletes to speak on all these social, political issues and say things that they completely agree with, right? Like they want their thoughts and opinions to align exactly with their own thoughts and opinions, and that's completely unrealistic. But that's exactly what people want, and it's not feasible at all. Like, it's just a pipe dream. So I just think that, listen, it's up to them. If Sophie Cunningham wants to talk about trans athletes and she's got an opinion, hey, go for it. It's a free country. If Caitlin Clark wants to be all about basketball and, hey, anything I say or do is going to get nitpicked to the nth degree anyway, so why bother? If that's her whole approach, like, God bless her. Like, she's not entitled, or that's the wrong word. She is not held to voicing her opinion on all these matters. If she wants to keep it about basketball, I think you have to respect that. The minute you are demanding people act a certain way or say certain things, that's just not what the country is about. So I'm totally for what athletes want to do. If you want to voice your opinion on these issues, go for it. If you want to sort of Derek Jeter it and sort of spin move your way around that and not address it head on, great. But to expect that and to call them out and to be ugly about it, I am just so not with that at all, Nate. I think you have to respect whatever the athletes want to do.
I like that take. I do have to say I partially blame the media of today. I'm media, you're media. I feel like in the press conferences, the media is trying to get whoever, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Caitlin, I don't know, whoever it is, they're trying to get them to say something about something big because we want content and we want people to read the stuff. I do blame the media culture as well.
Yeah, some of it. I think the media just follows what they know is going to get buzz. It's going to get clicks. It's going to get talked about. So they're not idiots. It's really the public that's really after those type of things. And I just think I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, hey, I would love to know Caitlin's stance on this or what Caitlin's opinion is on that. I don't think that's wrong at all. But you know how far people take this, where it's like, she's so weak, she's a bad, and now it's like, whoa,
yeah,
that's different than, hey, I would love to hear your opinion. You've taken it to another degree where now all of a sudden you're calling her out, you're being nasty about it. That's a completely different thing. But I don't have any problem with someone saying, hey, I would love to know what Sophie thinks about this other issue too while we're at it. But to demand it, that's a completely different ball of wax.
Brian Noah is in tonight, Fox Sports Radio. I do demand his opinions of Bo Nix, but that's later to come. We will wait on that. Bo Nix has a stronger arm, is the first report from Broncos camp, just so you're aware. We're ready, Brian. I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot.
Man, Nate, I was so ready to tell you comeback player of the year, possible dark horse MVP candidate, but it'll have to wait. That's okay. We'll wait till next time. No problem, Nate. It's all right. Good.
Appreciate you hopping in from a distance. Brian Noah's in tonight. Fox Sports Radio national host. You can hear him on Countdown right here on Fox Sports Radio. Brian Noah, good stuff. Excellent. What do we have to do next? Well, I'm going to do the USD football prediction for this season. Okay, new quarterback. I don't know there. Those are big question marks. So this is tough. I just did South Dakota State earlier. Jack's going 10-2. Lost to Northwestern. Surprise loss on the road at Grand Forks to UND. I haven't gotten too much heat for that yet, but. How about USD? I'm going to make their football prediction, their record, run through their schedule coming up. Huskers next week. Oh, yes, and you can't wait for my Broncos and Vikings season schedule. I mean, this is the fun time of year. USD coming up, and a new question of the day when it comes to what type of high school football game would you prefer to watch in South Dakota? I got a couple of options we'll discuss next.
This is the Nate.
There's nothing like it. Not for hundreds of miles in any direction. A gathering space for all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds. To share, to revel, to stand together and celebrate life's greatest moments.
We are number one. So you can always be their number one. Black Hills Surgical Hospital and Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center. The number one hospital in the nation for major orthopedic surgery.
Winter is coming, but the interest isn't. For the first time ever, Renewal by Andersen is offering 0% for 48 months. That's 2030. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home, so don't wait for the snowflakes to fall. Get winter ready now with our energy-efficient Acclaim replacement windows and ensemble entry doors. 0% for 4 years is a first-time offer you don't want to miss. Call today or visit rbarapidcity.com to book your free estimate.
What do you call a place that's one of Deadwood's largest casinos, but is it really a casino? Because you can't decide, should I play or eat or wait, there's a liquor-infused ice cream bar? I mean, you're playing craps one minute and the next you're looking at a charcuterie board? What even is that? Never mind the gunfight outside, you don't have time for that. You've got espressos to down and games to bet on and a pub with 48 whiskeys? What do you even call a place like that?
I didn't know anything about radon. I didn't know it's a gas you can't see or smell. I didn't know it's radioactive from decaying uranium deep underground. It can seep through cracks in your foundation and collect in your house. 1 in 15 homes have high levels, and you don't know if yours is one of them unless you have your home tested. And radon? Well, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in America. I wish I would have known that.
Call Blackburn Foundation Repair for radon testing and mitigation.
There are 1 billion credit card transactions around the world every day. That's 11,698 swipes a second. It's easy to forget that behind each one, there's a person, a family, a dream, a connection being made. The Black Hills Federal Credit Union Visa, for members who want to make the most of every transaction.
Also streaming right now on X. Follow us and watch the show live at Nate Brown Show.
Welcome back in. We are live, KWSN Sioux Falls and Fox Sports Rapid City. A couple of ways you can stream the show on X, at Nate Brown Show. Follow us, watch us live, at Nate Brown Show on X. Just got people checking in on YouTube. That's good stuff. Then we got an email from somewhere. I'd like to help you with your YouTube channel. Oh, okay. We're good. The Nate Brown Show. YouTube.com. We're good, okay? Thanks for watching. Here we go. It's time to do it. USD football. I've got the Yotes. This is tough. I don't know how they're going to bounce back from Aiden Bauman being gone. He was there. He was the producer. He was the leader. He was the big-time QB. Aiden Bauman, outstanding. And so without Bauman, I don't know how this is going to go. It's really tough to predict USD football. It was easier to do SDSU earlier this hour. So if you just joined us, the Nate Brown Show Live, we always do college football and NFL season picks. We go through each game, just kind of break it down. So Jack's earlier, Yotes now, Huskers next week, and then we'll dive into Broncos Vikings. Now, if you have requests that you want me to, throw out there, like, I don't know, somebody here in the office might want Boise State, we can do that. I mean, we might think about that. You might get a Wyoming one, too, and guess what else you're going to get this year? This is new, just this year. NDSU. We're going to run through it. Everybody's crowned them. You want to crown them? I'm not going to crown them yet, so let's go. USD. The Yotes start off Saturday, August 29th. Central Connecticut. Who? Give me a win for the Yotes. Matt Vitzum. Home opener. It's a W at the Dome. Central Connecticut. How about this one? USD is going to go to Northern Colorado. Hang on a second. Can the Yotes beat up on Northern Colorado the week before I go and watch Northern Colorado against Wyoming? I think so. I'm going to take USD winning at Greeley, Northern Colorado. So give me the Yotes over Northern Colorado, and that'll serve up Northern Colorado the next week for my Wyoming Cowboys. Should be a nice Hall of Fame induction ceremony for my brother. Wyoming's got to win when we're doing the Hall of Fame induction. Come on. So I'm going to go USD starting off 2-0, Central Connecticut win, Northern Colorado win. Saturday, September 12th at the Dome. It's a tough one. I can't gauge it. Eastern Washington comes into Vermilion. Eastern Washington was like bad last year in games and then like almost beat the Grizz. So I mean, they're bad and then they're kind of good. It's like, who is this? I know the AD at Eastern Washington. Should I call him? We don't have time. Eastern Washington. I'm going to go with the Yotes because it's in Vermilion. I'm going to go with USD there. Eastern Washington, a little up and down out of the Big Sky Conference. Up and down. Give me USD starting off 3-0, and everybody's going to be rolling in Vermilion. Casey's is going to be rocking. And the next week it's going to go down because Matt Kearney's going to be watching Boise State and USD September 19th. That's a loss. I hate to tell you. Matt Kearney wore his Boise State polo in today. He didn't even know we were going to do this today, but he wore it in. That's a sign. So Boise State beats USD. Tough one for the Yotes on the road in Boise. Tough on the blue turf. And then it's Youngstown State getting into the conference play in the Valley. That's going to be a loss, I think, for USD. They go to Youngstown State. I'm impressed with the quarterback, Bo Brungard. I think he's a top 3 FCS QB. He was really good last year. Mobile, really good. I don't know what else Youngstown State has, but they got a good QB. So I think the Yotes lose that. I'm just going QB against QB. If the Yotes had Bauman still, I'm feeling good. They don't. I'll go Youngstown State winning that one. So you go 3-2 now. Here's some wins coming up. USD beats Indiana State. I'm going to say they beat Southern Illinois because they do get them favorable at home again. You look at the schedule for the Yotes, they get some teams at home, like UND, Southern Illinois. So I'm going to go win. That's one of the biggest of the season for USD because Southern Illinois is going to be contending, I think, in the Valley. So I'm going to go win for USD and then a win at Murray State. Can Murray State give away tickets and maybe have somebody call the opening drive too? I don't know, but might drive up their numbers. Murray State, that's an easy win for USD, I think. And then North Dakota, that's a showdown at the Dome. It is a nice matchup. It's at the Dome. North Dakota's going to get USD this year. I hear a lot of good things about UND. QB's pretty young, but he's good. Everybody back on the O-line and D-line. So UND's tough. They're going to beat USD. South Dakota State game I already predicted in the opener. That's at Brookings. Halloween. I don't think USD's going to match up. I'll go with the Jacks. Couple of touchdowns, I think. Early read. Just August 5th. Northern Iowa, that's a win for USD at the Dome in Vermilion. So that's a win. And then I'm going to go loss close at Illinois State. What does that rank up to? What does that tabulate? 7-5 for the Coyotes. Fair, unfair, it's tough. It just started. First week. QB competition. They got a great running back. I mean, so they're going to be solid. It's not like USD's going to go really backwards, but Boise State tough, Youngstown State on the road. I don't think they get UND, so if they can pull off an Illinois State, you end up 8-4. That's pretty good. Give me 7-5 right now for the Yotes. 10-2 for the Jacks. 7-5 for the Yotes. A lot to discuss on a Wednesday. What type of high school football game would you prefer in South Dakota? It's the debate of tonight. A small town 9-man game or a big elite game with big schools and like D1 guys. Small town South Dakota 9-man or an elite big school game. We'll discuss, and also 5 questions from Chris all coming up.
This is South Dakota's Sports Talk Show.
The following radio ad is Good Fun Squad approved.
My name is Jenny, and I'm the lady at the South Dakota Lottery who writes out those big checks for our winners. It's a lot of fun, but we've had so many big winners lately, my hand is tired. There was a $600,000 winner, a $2 million winner, a $4 million winner. That's a lot of zeros, and not normal zeros, big check zeros, and the winning never stops. That's why I'm learning to write with both hands.
Good fun.
Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call Blackburn Foundation Repair. Standing water or high humidity? Nasty odors or dangerous mold? Call Blackburn. Critters, bugs, or other pests? That's right. Call Blackburn. It's a fact. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call Blackburn Foundation Repair. Call Blackburn Foundation Repair today.
Danny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. At Danny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet, Rapid City.
Hi, I'm Tim Wrench, and I'm seeking personal injury cases. If you've been injured because someone else did something wrong, call me up. I'm a trial lawyer. I've tried criminal and civil